Dremyolok, greetings. Which calls to you? It is think that is Fus. Let it meet. The blades are wise not to trust me. Onikan Niov. I would not trust another Dova. Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will to power is in our blood. You feel it in yourself, do you not? I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not. Onikan Niov Dova. It is always wise to mistrust a Dova. I have overcome my nature only through meditation and long study of the way of the voice. No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. Zimgriforvut se suliech. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Lok Thum.
I need to ask you to... Good. Glad we straightened that out.
What?
Whoosh! 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 I need to ask you... Good. Glad we straightened that out.
You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
I hope the Wilds claim you one of these days.
The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure.
Speak
on
with
the White
Garmar.
One.
He'll size you up and see where we can best use your talents. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. I killed Torek to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me, but that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a High King of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torek. He was too privileged and too foolish, more interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude, historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen, and they won't, not as long as I have any say in it. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us. Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. The Empire thinks it holds Valkyrie from us, but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blades. Now that the Empire has been driven from the Reach, we can put a stop to the raping of her silver mines. That silver belongs in Skyrim. Dalius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim? Can't fault anyone for that. As long as you hate the Empire as much as I do, that I can work with. Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home? You mistake me. I'm not saying no, just wondering about your intentions. We're not looking for sellswords. The Stormcloaks need dedicated men and women who are devoted to the cause and willing to die for it. All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. That's what I like to hear. So long as you can back up those words with steel. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. There's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. We'll see about that, won't we? I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torg.
Torg was merely a message to the other Jarl.
to him!
If it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoril witches, how can I assist you? I need to ask you to... Good. Glad we...
I can all support you. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath? You can stick a sword through an Imperial any day you want, but that doesn't make you a Stormcloak. We're not just fighting Imperials. We're fighting to restore Skyrim to her glory and give her the king she deserves. Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people. That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a hero of the people, a true son of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond. Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here. You're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part.
Damn the Jarls.
I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjun, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here. Have you not heard that ancient verse? Maw unleashing rays of snow, of dragons from the blue brought down, births the walking winter's woe, the High King in his jagged crown. Going way back to King Harald's time, or even before, the High King always wore the jagged crown. It was the symbol of his might and power. The crown is made from the bones and teeth of ancient dragons, and it is said to contain a portion of the power of every king who has worn it. True or not, who would dare deny Ulfric's claim when the legendary jagged crown sits upon his brow? It's true. The location of the crown was lost with King Borgus after the Great Hunt killed him while he was off on his damned Alessian campaigns. But legend holds, his body was secretly returned to Skyrim and buried with the crown, its exact whereabouts lost in the following Wars of Succession. Through sources that shall remain nameless, I've tracked down what I believe to be the final resting place of King Borgus, Corvinjun. If the crown exists, it will be there. They demand the moot.
And damn the moot. We should risk getting those milk.
Ha! I knew you'd join up. Great news. We'll take back Skyrim together, eh? I'm glad I'll have you beside me in there. This place chills my blood, and I don't care who knows it. These old ruins. My father always told me to stay away from them. Good advice, I'd say. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do, and nothing's going to stand in our way.
Hail, Illfield.
Hail, Galmar.
What's the situation?
Cold as the inside of an ice wraith. That and some Imperials are camped out around the entrance, staying nice and warm around their fires.
Imperials? Well, if they're keeping themselves comfortable, let's slip in and send them to their graves that way. What's the Legion doing here? Damn Imperial spies! Well, should be fun for us at least. They don't seem to know we're here yet. Ready to spill some Imperial blood for Skyrim? That's what I like to hear. Listen up. Those Imperials aren't here by coincidence. Their spies must have found out we know about the crown, and they don't want us to have it. They won't stand in our way. I know some of you are ex-Legion, and may know men on the other side, but remember this. They are the enemy now, and they will not hesitate to kill you. Keep your wits about you, and watch your shield brothers back. Ulfric Stormcloak is counting on us to bring him back that crown, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Follow me, quickly and quietly now. I want their guts on the ground before they even know we're here.
Nakast! Lucky pig! You can't. Whoosh!
Enough! This ends now! Suffer the worst you're...
Not quite good enough.
We're routed! Fall back!
Whoosh! Whoosh!
For the sons of Skyrim.
Out of the ground!
business!
Damn you!
I've had enough of this.
Be careful!
Keep a sharp eye out. There's no telling what we might run into in here.
Find them. On your side. Good chance. Die, damn you! Damn you! Try your best. Stormcloaks.
Die, Cog!
What's the hurry?
Too bad we can't read these carvings. Who knows what
And the tweet.
we don't.
Hey, watch it.
One thing at a time. We are here for the crown. Any of these carvings show a crown? Like some kind of claw from a statue. I wonder what it's used for. Good job. All right, everyone. Keep your guard up. Tell him what we'll find out.
Something smells foul.
Come on, boys. Let's spread out and see what we've got. Unblooded, do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open. Keep looking, Unblooded. There's got to be some way to get that thing open. That's done it. All right. Let's get... Hey now. They may be uglier than it Fight of a body.
Damn dustman. Why don't you stay
Why
there?
don't you...
Damn dustman. Why don't you stay there? Now, hurry you.
Just why don't you stay dead? Why don't you stay dead?
Let's hope that's the last of them. Come on, let's see what's down this way. That crown should be around here somewhere. Just keep an eye out for the bone walkers. That's the end of that. We'll stick around.
Be careful.
Can I help you? Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side. Get me mad, and I'll prank. Not a little, a lot.
Did anyone else hear that?
You're nothing. Trouble.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
Khajiit got your back.
Let me guess. Someone's... Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop. May the gods watch over your battle, friend. Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages. At least the damned war hasn't gotten here yet.
For the bow, eh? I'm a swordman
What is
myself.
it? Lead on, friend. It will be done. It will be done. It will be done. Is that all? You're ready to get go? I will shoulder some of your burden. We'll be waiting then. We are leaving? We'll be waiting. These sands are cold, but Khajiit feels warmness from your presence. We'll be waiting then. It will be done. It will be done. It will be done. Is that all?
Guard might get nervous if a man approaches with his weapon.
I've got a lot of respect for the restoration.
We are creatures of the... I will shoulder some of your burden. We'll be... waiting. What is it? It will be done. 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 You ready to get going? We'll be waiting then. We are leaving? We'll be waiting then. It will be done. 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 Is that all?
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword?
It will be done. 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 You ready to get going? We are creatures of the desert. Khajiit walks in your footsteps. If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see. You are taking us... I will shoulder some of your burden. Lead on, friend.
You're nothing but trouble.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
You look like a traveler. Someone that is...
May the gods watch over you. Battles, friend.
Whoa.
I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw men away, I'll gladly accept that gift. Soon enough, damn him. That old bear was right.
I need to ask you to...
Did you...
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suit. You're like me, huh? Don't fancy...
The Imperial... Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you... That's the spirit. I'll get all the details from Galmar when he gets back.
He's away from me.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew?
The Imperial... Damn him. That's the spirit. I'll get all the details from Galmar when he gets back. Now then.
You have some...